Well, welcome back to my channel. I hope to show and educate some people. There is some precautions in doing what we're going to do, but just listen to the whole video and I will hopefully explain everything. Well, this is proof of adjusting your valves, what I consider to be correct, and putting them to their tightest tolerances. Most mechanics do not believe in this. Or the benefits. They just it's a big conspiracy out there. I've got the proof. I've done no less than a dozen motorcycles, and I'm telling you, I got the same result every single time. It takes the buzz out of it, at least 2/3. All right, on every bike I've done it to. Also, you get more low end, better top end, better gas mileage, makes it more pleasurable in every bike I've done it to tune those valves within the factory spec, just at a more synchronized, tighter tolerance. Let me show you before and afterward here. Well, you saw the difference. I've done it on a lot of motorcycles. It takes the vibration out of it. I call it the buzz that's in most of the time in your bars. I have a Ducati Desert X right now that has that buzz in it. This particular one that I'm showing you came off a VFR 1200f that I had bought in Texas, drove it all the way to Seattle. Best trip that I've ever taken. I just loved it. But it had a slight buzz and it really bothered me. It bothered me enough to where I kind of knew what it was and decided to take it all apart and check it. The unfortunate part is I made a little graph here that shows what it is. I hope that graph comes in. But the tolerance that the manufacturers give us are ginormous. They're huge. Those are to be, they claim, oh, this is where it engine performs its best. Yeah, but they're super sloppy and out of it. At its tightest tolerance, as long as you don't go into the danger zone too tight, if it was all at the bottom, it would be fine. And I'm not saying to go there, but almost there. And if you're at the top where it's really loose in your valves, yeah, you're just losing. It's that's where it vibrates. That's where you're losing all the power. I had an ST 1100 in which that's where I experimented the most. I think, I don't know what it was. Was it 90? Geez, had to be before 99. So probably around 1995. I really thought, and it's degreeing the cam when you're adjusting those valves, but by a micron, okay? But you can tell the difference. If you, at the time, when I first got into degreeing cams and adjusting shim valves, I adjusted it across normal and made them all synchronized. That kind of helped the vibration, making it all synchronized. Then I put it at its tighter tolerance. Man, it was smoother, better throttle response. Everything was much better. And top end, that ST 1100, and I was out in the boonies, not on public roads, it would go right up to 145 at the tightest tolerance. I put it to its loosest tolerance. I adjusted all three ways. I guess I had more time than anything else. But anyway, I went to its loosest tolerance. It would go up to 140 barely. It would take all day to get there. Now, I could probably take it to 145, but literally took forever. When I had it at its tightest tolerance, it went right to 145. So there is the big difference of the power-wise. And the vibration benefit alone is why I do it. I've iron butted both my ST13 and my K1600. Again, every time you adjust those valves correctly, I'm going to go through this real quick, it works every time. All right, here's my little chart. When I first started, the yellows and the reds were where it was adjusted when I originally got it. The factory spec here is 16 thousandths, and this is the intake, 16 thousandths, give or take 3 thousandths. Holy cow. Do you see here what a gaping gap that is? It's just huge. When I got done, I got them all between 13 and 14, where it seems like every time I measure them, I always do it like on the tighter end. So, and I know that because I've done so many of them. So I went between 13 and a half and 14. That's how much you can do these ones. I'm going to, right after this, I'll do the BMW one, and they come in 5 thousandths increments, which actually makes it easier because you can get it the best it can be, and it's no big sweat, except expensive, those cup shims. Anyway, this is where I ended up getting it. Now, when you see these two brown ones right here, those ones I sent to a machine shop and shaved until I got them to where those ones are. And when I measured it, that's where they all came out. So those brown ones, they're not there. They're all between 13 and a half and 14. That's how close I got in them. Now, I got a little ridiculous here because it took me 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And of course, I'm doing it in my garage, so who got lots of time, okay? But I was traveling around to all the different motorcycle shops to find those half shims to make sure and get it perfect. I got the two here that I was going to throw in there, the brown ones. I was going to throw them in it. It would have been that, except for I found a machinist who would machine them for me and make it perfect. Now, this is a Japanese bike. I'm sure it's different on European ones. The same as like my BMW was. It only comes in increments of 5,000, making it easy. So instead of going the whole 10 thousandths tolerance to give it, just get it within the 5. Okay. Okay. One more thing I wanted to bring out and show. Not all tools are the same. Look at this. Watch this. Now, I bought these. Okay. Let me measure one. Now, this is the same one. So look at this. 0.13, 0.13. Same one, same brand, same box, same everything. Right? Purchased it. 0.24. What did I get here? 0.23. Now let's do it one more time. Look at that. So this is a 13. Oh no. Can't believe it. This is a 13. I'm getting big. There we go. 12.2. Okay? I put it 12.3. All right, 12.2. Now look at this. Let's do this one. Same one. Same one. Oh, sorry. I'm uncoordinated today. There we go. Okay. We'll get it down to 13. This one's about right on. I remember it was a little big, like 13.2 when I got it on there. But isn't that something? I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It's not clean or something. Anyway, this one's 13.2 when I did it before. 13.2. It's coming out 13.4. But this one is 12.3. Same tool, same one. So I marked. I would measure at the point that I did this. Of course, I cleaned them all off, but I measured exactly what they were. Like this one's 1005, 80 thing. I bought a whole bunch of them, even if they're SAE, so I can measure them absolutely perfect when I put it in there. It's a little anal way to go, but that's how you do it correctly. But don't trust your tools. In the shims that you get, never test those shims. Test the shims that come out of the bike and the ones that are going in it to make sure they're exactly perfect. They say in woodcraft, measure it twice, cut once. I measure it 10 times, then I check it again. I mean, you can't get it perfect enough as tight a tolerance as I'm getting. Anyway, I thought I'd share that. Even these are off, and it came out of the same box, and it's off. So anyway, I thought I'd share that. Well, thank you for watching my video. Don't trust your tool measurements. Don't trust the shim measurements. Get them all within the bottom 5 thousandths. Whatever motorcycle you got, you're going to be able to tell a difference. It's going to more low end, top end, everything. Hey, here's the full test, so we can test it and talk to you soon.
You can't handle the truth.
Okay, completely warmed up. Let's try this. Up on the handlebars.